Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the Clyde High School class of 2022. I'm Ryan Greenslade, Athletic Director of Clyde High School, and on behalf of the Clyde-Green School District, I would like to take this opportunity to extend a cordial welcome to the parents, the family members, special guests, and especially our graduating seniors. Mr. Webb is currently attending his daughter's graduation and wanted me to congratulate our graduates and wish you all a joyous day. To begin our program today, would everyone please remain standing and join Dylan Lisky, President of the class of 2022, as he will lead us in reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dylan. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you some of the special guests who have joined us today. Clyde High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Ryan Norris. Guidance Counselor, Mr. Dave Marty. Curriculum Director, Mr. Joe Letterholz. Treasurer, Mr. Tom Jeffrey. Members of the Clyde-Green Springs Board of Education, President, Mr. Aaron Wilson. Vice President, Mr. Matt Jenny. Board members, Mr. Mike Cleveland, Mrs. Megan Miller, Mr. Dennis Mosier, and our Vanguard rep, Miss Tiffany Leiter. I would also like to recognize our outstanding teaching staff seated to my left. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you to the new superintendent of the Clyde-Green Springs Schools Exempted Village, Mr. Lucas Messer, for some comments and remarks.
Thank you. First off, before I get to comments and remarks, how about the weather today? Good gosh, I was telling the board before we started, we're going to order this every day for about the next couple of decades. Does that sound good to everyone? Okay. Members of the Board of Education, colleagues in administration, distinguished members of the faculty, class officers, families, friends, and most importantly, our kids, the class of 2022. This afternoon, I look out on so many smiling and happy faces, young men and women ready to greet the future, knowing that your possibilities are limitless. You're prepared to move on to life beyond Clyde High School. It is indeed gratifying to see that you have matured and become proficient, ready to tackle the challenges that lie ahead as you seek and work toward your goals. You are ready for the new opportunities and you welcome the changes that await you. As I look back in preparing for this afternoon, I reflected on what I've witnessed, both as a community member and as a coach, with these kids growing up here today. Those journeys started with the small, tentative steps of a kindergartner. Now, as I look out into this sea of blue and gold, I see just how far many of you have progressed. You possess the pride and the confidence of a high school graduate. It's been an honor and a privilege to witness your journeys filled with wonderful memories of all of those who have supported you throughout your education in CGS. Your parents have helped you, encouraged you, and picked you up when you fell down and loved you unconditionally. Our many gifted and talented teachers have helped you to discover your abilities and to develop an inquiring mind. I assure you that although you are moving beyond high school, those same teachers will remember you, hoping their encouragement has traveled with you on your journey. Your coaches and advisors have nurtured you outside of the classroom through lessons of cooperation, sportsmanship, competition, and compassion. There are countless individuals who have supported you, some whose influence is known only to you. Then, of course, there are your friends who surround you today. Some of those friendships might be relatively new or may extend all the way back to preschool days. Nurture those friendships and carry them forward as new people enter your life. There are so many facets to the wonderful memories that you have collected. Please remember to treasure them all. Today concludes a significant and wonderful chapter of your life. An equally significant and wonderful chapter is about to begin. This chapter is replete with the adventures of the adults that you are becoming. You are leaving a world where others have made decisions for you, leaving your comfort zone that you've known. Soon, you will be making those decisions, solving problems, deciding which road to travel. It sounds exciting, and it will be, but it won't come without its challenges. When you are challenged or discouraged, I hope that you will all remember your years in Clyde-Green Springs and the lessons that you learned at home and here in our schools. Those lessons will give you strength and courage. Have faith in yourself and the unique individual that you are. Be true to yourself. Instead of the world changing you, you help to change the world. Your Clyde-Green Springs family has nurtured you, the district has guided you, and now it's your turn to identify and acknowledge your strengths, talents, and interests. Find what you love, be passionate about it, and learn all that you can. Be kind, considerate, and positive. Take time for others, and be an active member of your community. There's a great need for generous and caring people in our world. I would like to thank all of those who have guided and molded and shaped the class of 2022. Your role has been instrumental in preparing our graduates for the challenges of the future. The accomplishments of the members of this senior class are outstanding, and it is gratifying to know that the Clyde High School class of 2022 will be well represented in the workforce, military, colleges, and universities throughout our nation. You leave us with an indelible legacy of excellence and achievement in the fine tradition of the Clyde-Green Springs School District. To the class of 2022, who today is all about, I wish you luck as you go on your way. I trust that you will make the most of the opportunities that you've been given, with the knowledge that you have gained in school, with the guidance of your family, and with the wonderful friendships that you have made. I am confident that you will find success and happiness. One last time from me, congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Messer. Next, it is my honor to present the first of 4 salutatorians for the class of 2022, Kyle Flewelling.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome all family, friends, and faculty to this graduation ceremony. Class of 2022, to say that we have made it would be implying that we are at the end of our journey. For the individuals in this class, our journeys are just beginning. As we step across this stage today, we are crossing into the real world. We are setting off into a new chapter of our journeys. Some of the people in our class have been together for over a decade, and some have been with us for just a few years. Regardless, each and every one of us is a piece of the puzzle. Without one of those pieces, we are left incomplete. Our class is made up of talented individuals who will excel in their future endeavors. The fact we are standing here today with our accomplishments is a testament to the resilience this class holds. Graduates, you are all destined for a life of prosperity, and each and every one of you has the potential to do great things. As we part ways, I encourage everyone to strive to be the best version of themselves. Fly through the turbulence and carry on. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Thank you.
next salutatorian is Kristen Hara.
Good afternoon. It is an honor to stand here today in front of family, friends, and faculty at the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. To start, I would like to thank God for giving me the strength and determination to excel in my academics. Even through rough times, I relied on Him to keep me going. I would also like to thank my friends, family, and educators who have influenced me and pushed me to succeed. Without all of you, I would not be able to stand here today presenting this speech. I would also like to say that my classmates have helped me get to where I am today. I can proudly say that many of the students sitting behind me are competitive with their academics and are always striving for more. The indirect competition between students is what truly gives us drive. To always score higher than the next person on a test, or to write a better, more organized written paper than someone else is what pushes us, and has pushed me to become a better student. Furthermore, I would like to share a moment I had a couple weeks ago. I was recently asked the question, how do you want to be remembered? Being asked this had me stumped. I wasn't sure what kind of mark I wanted to leave on others or how I wanted people to view me. Do I want to be remembered for being an excellent student, a good athlete, or for always giving my best? The answer to the question is no. For me, I want to be remembered for how I made others feel. I want to be remembered for uplifting people, not putting them down. Always showing kindness and never excluding others, and for showing love and never hatred. As I reflect upon how I want to make my mark, I ask this to the class of 2022. How do you want to be remembered? Who do you want to influence and impact? Or what impression do you want to leave on others? As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, these are important questions we want to be asking ourselves. People will remember you somehow, but you are the one that determines how others do that. In addition to remembrance, I hope that you all look back on your experiences without regret. As Roy T. Bennett once said, no amount of regretting can change the past, and no amount of worrying can change the future. Therefore, as we go forth in all different directions, do not regret your experiences as they have taught you valuable lessons. And also, do not fret about the future, for taking it day by day will be a lot easier than worrying about what is to come. I would like to end with this. We are at the finish line. We all started this race in the same place, but we all have continued at different paces. Some have slowed down and needed breaks, some sprinted the entire time, and others have remained constant through it all. This race is high school, and I hope that you haven't lost sight of all the great memories, experiences, and people you have come across before hitting the finish line. My hope for you all is that you continue striving for the best in everything you do. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You have earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Next, we have Emily Kennedy.
Thank you. I would like to start with a quote from John Bon Jovi. Nothing is as important as passion. No matter what you want to do with your life, be passionate. I feel that this is vital advice to not simply live after high school, but to flourish. From this point forward, we oversee our own destiny. Now is the time to truly seize the moment and pursue what makes you happy. Wherever this point takes you, have passion in the fact that your actions become the foundation for your life. Be proud of where we stand right now and that we can single-handedly pave our own futures. One of the things that I've learned most from high school is life is not about having perfect attendance and straight A's or participating in as many groups as possible. It's about making the best decisions for yourself and cherishing the moments, no matter how small, with friends, family, significant others, and those who have genuinely impacted your life. I'd like to thank those who have influenced my life positively. First, I'd like to thank my parents and family for celebrating my successes and uplifting me during hardships. I truly appreciate you all for being there for me through thick and thin. I genuinely wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. I'd also like to thank my friends. You all are some of the most amazing people I have ever met. I will cherish the memories we've made together, as well as the ones we will continue to make in the time ahead. As this chapter of our lives closes, I look forward to seeing what the future holds for everyone here. Continue to live a life that makes you happy. In the words of motivational speaker Jim Rohn, happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. I wish everyone here the best of luck in all forthcoming endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Our final salutatorian is Dylan Obermeyer.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. I'm very grateful to be speaking here today representing this special class in this great school district. I want to thank all the teachers, coaches, counselors, and administrators who have played a role in guiding me and the rest of this class. Mostly, I'd like to thank my family and friends for sticking by my side through the highs and the lows. I appreciate you all immensely, especially you, Mom. A very important person to me once said, well actually always said, tomorrow, today will be yesterday. This quote got me personally through some really rough times because some days were bleak and I felt like the tough times were never going to end. When I was feeling my worst, these words would come to me and I would think that tomorrow is a new day and these thoughts will be behind me in the morning. I learned at this time that tomorrow brings new light, new opportunities, and a new outlook on life. So why am I sharing this with you? Because along the way, I've learned that this quote is actually helpful in many situations, both good and bad. This class has been through some weird times. We've missed countless days of school. We've missed out on valuable sports seasons, concerts, and other performances. We've missed classroom lessons from our teachers and get-togethers with our friends. Let's face it, we've just missed out. But like I said, tomorrow is a new day. We can make it whatever we want, and we can leave these trying times in the past. That's the best part about life. It starts over every single day. I personally feel like we are always planning for our next step in life, and that's dangerous because we don't live in the present if we are always trying to prepare for the future. We need to live for today, embrace the good, deal with the bad, prepare for the future, and expect the unexpected. And know throughout it all that tomorrow will come. Finally, being 18 years old and graduating from high school is actually pretty daunting. We're supposed to know what we're going to be and how we're going to get there. We feel like we have to pick a path, stick with it, and live the rest of our lives on that path. That is actually crazy if you think about it. How are we supposed to know exactly what the rest of our lives are going to look like when we can't even decide if we're going to get Chipotle or B-dubs for dinner tonight? But if you use my quote to get through, you'll realize that who cares? Let it go. Make a decision and go with it. And if it doesn't work, make a new decision tomorrow and go with that one, because tomorrow is a new day. So, class of 2022, thank you all for some great memories, and if there's anything you take from this speech, remember this. Life is going to throw us some curveballs, but we'll get through them. Tomorrow, today will be yesterday. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Dylan. I now have the distinct pleasure of bringing to the podium the first of three valedictorians of the class of 2022. First up, McCoy Dickman.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to be on this stage addressing the crowd at the 149th Clyde High School graduation ceremony. The class of 2022 is no doubt one to remember here at CHS. During our time in high school, we have experienced a state championship, a pandemic, virtual and hybrid learning, and much more. We have enjoyed the good times and persevered through the tough ones. I would like to thank my family, friends, the faculty here at CHS, God for giving me this opportunity, and most importantly, I would like to thank the lunch ladies for doing God's work in the cafeteria day in and day out. When my classes switched to letter grades in about 3rd grade, my mom told me about the title of valedictorian. She also convinced me that my grades in elementary school would affect my chances of getting the title. I remember going on Progress Book to check my grades every night while still being in about 3rd grade. So thank you, Mom, for making my 9-year-old self terrified of getting an A- in my classes. You see, I don't think grades in school are the best indicator of potential or intelligence. Sometimes a good mindset or a learning environment can make all the difference. If it wasn't for my mom scarring me in 3rd grade, I don't know if I'd be up on this stage today. So, my fellow students, if high school is not your cup of tea, don't be worried. There are many more opportunities out there for you. You just have to have the right mindset and surround yourself with the right people. I will always cherish the friendships that I've made during my time in high school. My friends and I started off as a weird freshmen who would get made fun of for riding our bikes around town. Now look at us, still just as weird, but we have cars. I'll never forget the memories that we made playing basketball at Brady's house, wiffle ball at Caden's house, swimming at Jaden's, and blowing up 2-liter Coke bottles on Friday nights. My fellow graduates, this might be one of the last memories we all have with our high school friends. And as we go our separate ways, I say it is better to appreciate the moments that we have spent together, rather than being sad that it is over. If you are someone who has been there with me on my ride through high school, thank you for making it everything I could have imagined. If there is one piece of advice I would give to a crowd, it would be to keep believing in yourself and never give up on your dreams. Some of you may know I joined the football team my junior year of high school, and it did not go how I planned at first, to say the very least. So many nights I would sit at home contemplating if I should quit the team or not, but I could never get myself to do so. Instead, I pushed through the hard times and put in extra work to get to the point where I wanted to be. My senior year, I earned a starting spot, and I stand here before you today to say that if I can accomplish that, anything is possible. Joining the football team ended up being one of the best decisions I've ever made. I grew closer with a lot of new people, was taught life lessons by my coaches, accomplished things that I never once believed to be possible, and won an SBC championship. It's just too bad that I didn't decide to join the team until after they won a state title. Anyways, my point is to always bet on yourself and never let others tell you what you can and can't do. The points that I've made and will continue to make in this speech today are simply ideas. We all have different ideas and opinions about life. And the truth is, the world is a very complicated and unpredictable place. And not me or anybody else has all the answers. A lot of life is learning from past experiences and mistakes. In class of 2022, we still have a lot of learning to do, even though our days in high school are over. Another important piece of advice is to always stay true to yourself. Others may question you, but it doesn't matter what others think. As the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, criticism is something we can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Live for yourself and follow the path that you have planned for your future. Some kids grow up wanting to be star athletes or famous musicians. Maybe I should have dreamt that big as a kid, because my dream was always to be the valedictorian of my graduating class, and all I got for it was a speech. Thank you, CHS.
Thank you, McCoy. Our next valedictorian is Elise Hill.
Welcome all families, friends, faculty, and students. I'm honored to be one of the valedictorians of our 2022 class. I'm sure some of you remember me giving a speech at our 8th grade rite of passage, where I talked about the different trends from 1st to 8th grade. Though I would love to discuss all of the trends since then, I choose to talk about the most influential trend. A trend in which I believe everyone should follow, no matter your background, your horoscope, your BuzzFeed quiz results, or even your beliefs. I believe we should all follow the trend of kindness. I have had my struggles with unkind people. I
I was once severely bullied by one of my classmates who told me that the world would be better off if I weren't in it. You may be justifying their actions as immaturity or just what public school is about, but that shouldn't be the case. Why be so negative in a world when it is much easier to be kind? Because of their actions, I would have never realized how important words can be to one another. If I didn't have my supporting family, Brian and Crystal Hill with my brother Brennan, or my best friends, Kristen Hara, Serenity Perry, and Thais Ramirez, I would have never survived school. After my freshman year, I decided I needed an academic challenge. So sophomore year, I started taking a majority of my classes online through College Credit Plus. Then as a junior and a senior, I attended Heidelberg University in their musical theater program. I took classes like ballet, introduction to the theater, and even a class called Clowning and Crying, where I've now mastered the ability to cry on command. Being at Heidelberg was such a blessing. I have made friends that I will have for a lifetime and skills I will cherish forever. I now plan on attending Baldwin Wallace University to major in theatrical production and acting, directing, and stage management, which is the #1 school in the state for theater. Yet most importantly, going to college so early in life made me realize how important kindness is. School should not be about what letter you earn or a simple number for your GPA. I can stand here and tell you that even though I am valedictorian, I am not the smartest in the class. Yes, I did work hard for my 4.0 and am the first graduate from Clyde High School in history to earn a fine arts honors diploma. But in all reality, I got a 17 on the ACT. A 17! And I didn't take one McKenna class. Yet I still got accepted into more than 14 different schools and got an array of scholarships. Your intelligence shouldn't be based upon numbers and letters, but upon how you treat others and how you handle life's twists and turns. Throughout my bumpy ride of the past 12 years, I have figured out that life is like a big game of dominoes. Each fall starts with one domino, then that domino affects all the surrounding dominoes. You impact those around you, whether you choose obstructive words or compassionate truths. I always choose to be the domino that makes a change for good. I will always be the person to compliment your outfit, to hype you up on Instagram, or to even text in and check in on you. I believe that in a world that is at a whisper, I choose to yell. Kindness is about generosity, consideration, and most importantly, being positive. I hope that as a class, we have not only made academic achievements, but will continue to be a light in this world. Yes, we have had our struggles, but it is how we choose to affect the dominoes around us. To treat people with kindness is to treat ourselves with kindness. Follow the trend of kindness. I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school. I wish that I could make a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all eat it and be happy.
She doesn't even go here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. Our final valedictorian is Camden Taylor.
Welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. When Mr. Webb informed me that I would be representing this class as a valedictorian, my first thought was, oh my gosh, I had to give a speech. If someone would have told me 4 years ago that I would be up here doing this in front of hundreds of people, I probably would have laughed in their face. Freshman year me would be so proud of how far I have come since then. I could not have been able to do this without the help of my family, friends, and of course, the amazing teachers and administration here at Clyde High School. My second thought about being a valedictorian was, do I even deserve this? I thought to myself how many other bright students there are that could be up here giving this speech instead of me. Even if I wasn't up here, I would still be graduating just like everyone else. Getting awards like these, or not getting them, does not define who we are as students or people. Next year, you are not going to remember a lot of the little things that happened during your 4 years here. You're not going to remember that the senior hallway bathroom was always closed. Thanks for that, by the way, freshmen. Or how Mr. Webb always announced the wrong lunch. More importantly, you're not going to remember what class rank you were, how you may have gotten here, or even these speeches we are giving today. What you should remember is that you made it, and you graduated high school. We are all here for a reason, and we all pushed through the struggles high school threw at us to get here. As our time together in Clyde High School has officially ended, I want you all to remember that each and every one of you has a purpose in life, and soon we will be going our separate ways to find that purpose. Growing up in Clyde, I questioned a lot why I had to live in a town where everyone knows each other. But standing here and looking at my classmates, I'm glad I did. You should be glad that you know the person you are sitting next to. You should be glad that you are just not another number to our teachers and that they can care for each of us because of that. Each of us may have had different experiences while growing up here. Whether it was good or bad, we should appreciate the lessons we have learned because it will help us later on in life. You should remember where you came from because it has helped shape you into the person you have become today. I am proud to be a graduate of Clyde High School, and I hope you all are too. You know what they say, once a flyer, always a flyer. Thank you.
Thank you, Camden, and all the honored students for their inspirational remarks. I would first like to thank Mr. Webb and the Board of Education for allowing me the opportunity to DH for Mr. Webb. It is an honor to stand before you today and say a few words to recognize the class of 2022. The class of 2022 holds a special place in my heart. Like many in attendance today, I've had the privilege of having a front row seat to so many memories over the years. For some of you graduates, I've had the privilege of coaching you since the Little League days or the Biddy football days. For many of you, I've attended your choir concerts, band concerts, ball games, quiz bowl matches, and numerous other school functions to see you showcase your talents. I can honestly say it's been quite a journey watching you grow and mature into the young adults that you will soon walk across the stage. Graduation day is the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifices. I'd like to share a quote from Michael Dell, CEO of Dell Technologies. Now it's time for you to move on to what's next, but you must not let anything deter you from taking those steps. Don't spend so much time trying to choose the perfect opportunity that you miss the right opportunity. Recognize that there will be failures and acknowledge that there will be obstacles. But you will learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others. For there is very little learning in success. Dell's point about being little learning, success, and more to learn from our mistakes has been proven to be right in my life, and I'm sure in many of you can relate as well. Making it to the graduation day hasn't always been easy. Many of you have faced obstacles, suffered disappointments, or experienced adversity over the years. I'm not even going to mention the C word. Whether it has been unprecedented circumstances, emotional or social issues, physical injuries, minor misfortunes, Mr. McKenna's math classes, a failed test, a failed class, your phone taken away, you've managed to make it through all of them, and you are here today as a testament to your resilience. Just as you have dealt with your setbacks that you have encountered, you must be sure that when an opportunity comes your way, you are ready to make the most of it. You have to trust the process and be willing to take chances or risk. Don't be afraid to think for yourself and stand up for what you believe is right. Be confident in your convictions and surround yourself with like-minded people. At the same time, be open-minded and understanding of others' thoughts and opinions. Always remember to be the one to encourage others and be helpful and kind. Use the lessons you've learned over the past several years as your guide. Graduation day is the beginning of your future. No matter if you're entering the workforce, the military, going to college, or whatever you choose, it's time for the next step. Much of the road ahead is unknown and will probably prove to be more challenging than the last several years. Don't be afraid to accept those challenges and blaze your own trail. It's your future, and you are the one in control. As you have progressed through your educational journey, and you have been given many tools, examples, and lessons, use them wisely. I'd like to close with a quote from Christopher Reeve, a paraplegic who was best known for his role as Superman. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. My challenge to each of you in the class of 2022 is go be a hero. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is now my distinct honor to present the class of 2022. Mr. Wilson and members of the Board of Education, as an administrator at Clyde High School, I submit to you the purposes of graduation of the class of 2022. Each member has fulfilled all requirements as set forth by the Ohio Department of Education and the Clyde-Green Springs Board of Education. Mr. Wilson, the Clyde High School graduating class of 2022.
Jessica Lynn McNatt. Kayla Ann McNatt. Randall Eugene McNatt Jr. Lexus Lee Bailey. Nathan Douglas Baker. Mercedes Lee Bailey. Michael Dean Barnett. Lauren Elizabeth Berger. Adrian James Rashawn Benjamin. Kylie Jo Bingaman. Dalton James Boyd. Alma Vianney Bocanegra Salinas. Walker David Britt. Aaron Jean Bolton. Jaron Archie Bolger. Anthony Gabriel Burgos. Kennedy Lee Brown. Cade Thomas Carroll. Taylor Jean Brown. Jackson Eric Coley. Courtney Nicole Buchanan. Jaden Lawrence Cook. Caitlin Michelle Burrows. Ian Paul Daniels. Havana Noel Catania. Michael Wayne Daniels. Olivia Grace Caudell. Chase Allen Davenport. Savannah Goshen Chua. Donovan David Dayringer. Bryn Renee Cook. McCoy Michael Dickman. Caroline Nicole Crooks. Braden Lewis Dixie. Karis Jade Davis. Carson Edward Drennan. Brianna Renee Dirth. Bobby Ray Durst. Lorelei Ann DeCourcy. Kenneth Claire Durst. Brianna Elizabeth Durlum. Caden Kenneth Edmonds. Lily Ann Duke. Kyle Robert James Llewellyn. Malaysia Renee Esquivel. Zoe Lynn Fairbanks. Braden Andrew Gilbert. Elizabeth Sue Fooch. Gavin Allen Gill. Sarah Fernandez Garcia. Caden Allen Gilmore. Lillian Ann Gilbert. Matthew Isaiah Golden. Camden Nicole Glick. Robert Edward Greenslade. Carly Elaine Goshi. Angel Eduardo Guzman. Aaron Louise Grover. Aaron Louise Grover. Kayan Robert Hayward. Justice Fisher Gowitska. Dakota Ryan Heminger. Reese Tori May Jane Hackenberg. Logan James Homler. Marissa Michael Hackworth. Ian Eugene Howie. Nicole Ray Hagemeyer. Matthew Lewis Jackson. Andrew Allen Cobble. Felicity Page Hale. Emily June Hammer. Parker Glenn Keir. Kristen Elizabeth Hera. Tristan Rogelio Leo. Brandon Michael Legg. Lauren Rashay Heimer. Dylan Lewis Lisky. Lily Danielle Hemmer. William David Lozier. Elise Anne Marie Hill. Nathan Hunter Matthews. Margaret Elizabeth Hilliker. Jacob Paul Frank McCracken. Hannah Lee Mackenzie Hunt. Grant Lee McMaster. Melina Hajer Kayola. Hayden William Carter Myers. Sabrina Hava Kayola. Jarrett Troy Newsom. Emily Ann Kennedy. Griffin Allen Noss. Ella Reese Klein. Remington Daniel Norman. Anna Elizabeth Crogan. Mark Christopher Odell. Carrie Ann Cecile Livengood. Caden Andrew Olson. Veronica Sue Leiter. Jaden Michael O'Neill. Carly Christine Lozier. Dylan Matthew Overmeyer. McKenna Joelle Lynch. David Lee Parrott. Maisie Lou Meyer. Nan Din Pham. Serenity Lynn Miracle. Colby Noah Pocock. Caitlin Rose Moe. Jordan Benjamin Poole. Aspen Renee Moyer. Brooke Andrew Preston. Brock Andrew Preston. Amaya Christine Nims. Dawson Patrick Pugh. Lauren Olivia Peak. Ty Dwayne Ray. Madeline Bernadette Perkins. Ian Jeffrey Ritchie. Matthias Michael Reisner. Marcella Rebecca Rodriguez. Connor Joseph Ross. Angelise Celia Saldana. Sebastian Michael Ross. Paige Alexandria Summers. Reese Michael Lynn Roth. Kira Jordan Swaysgood. Anthony Joseph Roofing Jr. Camden Marie Taylor. Ridley Merrick Sabo. Aubrey Nicole Vandergriff. Brendan Andrew Shell. Trinity Janelle Wagers. Joshua James Stanley. Callie Michelle Weiler. Sean William Stonebrook. Madison Riley Weiss. Dylan James Swinehart. Rebecca Lauren Willie. Hunter Jacob Thompson. Sydney Alexandra Zeman. Casey Joe Ungerer. Garrett Michael Warner. Jason David Whiting. Aaron Michael Willis. Brady Joseph Wilson. Payne Isaiah Michael Witham.
Now, graduates, if you will direct your attention to the center of the track, Class President Dylan Liskai will lead you in singing the Clyde High School alma mater. You will find the alma mater on the back of your program, and I invite you to sing along. Now, Dylan, will you lead your class in moving your tassels? Congratulations, graduates. Let's give this graduating class one final round of applause. Thank you, seniors, for a wonderful year. Parents, guardians, and family members, you are now cordially invited to come down to the track and field area to greet today's graduates for pictures. Thank you all for attending, and have a joyous and safe afternoon.